What a dick. Grand River Road, though. Where is that? I have no idea where that is. This is Grand River Road. So where is she? Is this her? No. That's not her either. No. No. Dude literally said that it was going to be at Grand River Road, right? So neither of those guys. Is this her?
Hey, Jensen! Long time no see.
It is.
Jensen. My God, it's been a while. Remember me? We used to work the old 17th precinct back in the day. Man, I wish I could go with the good old you haven't changed at all bit, but that'd be complete and utter bullshit, right?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. You look a little different too, Xander. What's your new gig?
Deep cover. I'm keeping tabs on the derelict row ballers for now. I've got a hunch something big's coming.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious. But jokes aside, you couldn't have come at a better time, Jensen. This case I'm on, we're stalling and we could use a little external help.
Go ahead.
I'm with IA now, and we're working a sting on a dirty cop named Jack O'Malley. Elusive motherfucker. I mean, Men in Black elusive. We know he's involved in drugs, weapon dealing, tied into the gangs. But he's clever, and we just can't seem to pin anything on him. I swear he's got friends in high places.
Okay, and where do I fit in all this?
You're an outsider. You can go places we legally can't. I need someone to do a couple of things. Break into his apartment, sneak into DRB territory, and finally, go undercover posing as a hitman. This guy is nothing minor, Jensen. He's the real deal. Major player, major consequences. We have to get him before shit hits the fan. You in?
Yeah, I mean, might as well do it.
Can't let a guy like that roam free. I'm in.
All right then, let's get to work. Like I said, I've got a couple of very promising leads, but O'Malley's got friends among the powers that be. I wouldn't be able to get my hands on a warrant, even if I had footage of the perp confessing in real time as he's finger painting his motive on the wall in the victim's blood. So I guess we're gonna have to break a few rules.
Okay. But we have to be careful how we handle this. It could discredit your investigation.
True, but thing is, Jensen, it's either this or there simply won't be an investigation. You know me, I usually play by the book. Only this time, the bad guy's a friend of the publisher.
What about the undercover assignment? Posing as a hitman?
O'Malley's crafty, and even a bit paranoid. He's always using proxies, scapegoats, and red herrings to get us off his ass. But after months of schmoozing, we finally got through to one of his guys. Turned him into a mole. He provides us with information, stuff like that.
And he's gonna be my way in?
Exactly. Yesterday, another one of O'Malley's guys whacked someone, a drug dealer. There's a witness, but we don't have any details. O'Malley does, and he wants someone to take care of the mess. The usual guy just got busted for possession, so the contact will send you in to pose as his replacement. O'Malley will be waiting for you in an alley next to the police station.
And you want me to milk him to get the info on the witness?
You haven't lost your touch, Jensen. We think O'Malley will ask you to retrieve the murder weapon, use it to kill the witness, and then plant it on a scapegoat he can arrest later. What you need to do is get that weapon and bring it to me.
And what about the witness?
We're almost positive he's a member of the MCBs. Once you know the location, you'll need to get there, take care of any opposition, and prep him for retrieval.
Prep him?
Well, you know, he's a gangbanger, Jensen. He's not going to turn in peacefully, but we need him alive. So I guess you're going to have to play this one macho and knock him out. One of our guys will then just happen to stumble upon him. You know, Serendipity.
So what am I looking for in O'Malley's apartment?
Information, drugs, weapons. Basically anything you think can be used to build a stronger case against him. The more you get, the better.
Okay. What's this about getting into DRB territory?
Yeah, I needed to get in there and track down a shipment of weapons for me. We managed to gain access to solid information that will tie it to O'Malley, but I need proof it's really there. They've probably stashed it around somewhere.
A cop dealing weapons to a criminal anti-Aug gang? Not a pretty picture.
Got that right. I guess we both agree. Nothing good can come out of this, huh? I don't know where exactly the DRB's cache is, but I know there's a bonus for you if you manage to sneak in and out without being spotted. Would make shit easier to handle on my side.
Okay, let's do this. You can contact me on my info link if anything comes up.
Excellent. Oh, and Jensen, one last thing. To protect my cover, it'd be better if you only contact me again once you've taken care of everything.
Alright, so that sounds like it's gonna be the big side mission of Detroit. I think I vaguely remember doing it. But, yeah, so let's go to this storage unit. I couldn't find it, though, actually. Where do we need to go? Okay, so it is behind the police station. But how do we get behind the police station? Like, it's literally right there. Okay. Is there a way here? No. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, simple. If I could move this, maybe I could move it there, but I don't think I'd even then be able to jump high enough. There must be some other way. I mean, if anything, I know how to get there from inside the station. There wasn't anything in there but electricity. Yeah, and that's not helpful. Yeah, you know, let's just go through the police station. We'll, be able to get our way through the police station to that. There might actually just be a door. Nope, no door. That's alright. If we go here, and then I think it's just upstairs.
Thanks to the arrival of William, Anti-Augmentation Organization.
And over here. Yep, here it is. And we're back outside. Now I hope that there's something out here that will give me an indication of how to get to the other side without having to go back through the police station. But I guess we'll have to see. Ouch. It's the sewers. I guess that's a way actually into the morgue. At least it's probably one way to get into the morgue. Anyways, let's hack this.
Access
Not
granted.
even a chance. Alright. So some Seraph Industries documentation. An autopsy report. Some more evidence. And looks like a safe. Let me create a save. And let's do this. I think we're good. Yep.
Access granted.
What's in here? A bracelet. And some lab notes. She's saying she betrayed someone who she respects in order to further her research. Okay, so this is the other side of that electricity. Get this objective
Yes.
done first.
May I help you?
Actually, I've been told by a mutual acquaintance that it might be the other way around.
Were you followed?
I'm a professional. I know how things work. So if we can just skip Cloak and Dagger 101.
Well, you certainly look the part. Now let's see how well you can play it.
So what is it you need?
Straight to business, a rare quality these days. Tell me, are you familiar with local gangs?
More than enough to get by.
Perfect. Now I warn you, this is not the cleanest of work, but your efforts will be well compensated. An associate of mine will leave a package for you in an alley on Grand River Road. You will retrieve this package and then use it to deal with a problem of mine. Permanently.
Who's the target?
Someone who won't be missed, I assure you. A ganger that goes by the name Double T. Hangs around in an apartment near Earl's Court. It's not likely that he'll be alone, just as it's not likely the people keeping him company will be of the pleasant sort. You can't miss him. He's got prominent and rather tasteless augmentations to his face and arms.
You're telling me you went through all this trouble to hire me just so I can eliminate a banger?
That would be a tad overkill, I admit. No, eliminating the target with the weapon provided to you is only the first part of your assignment. Once you've dealt with Double T, I need you to sneak into Derelict Row and plant the murder weapon among the Baller's weapon stash. Unnoticed.
Kill a member of the Motor City Bangers, then plant the murder weapon in the rival gang's weapon stash. You're trying to start a war.
Hopefully.
You don't sound like a cop.
You, on the other hand, are starting to sound exactly like one. I strongly suggest you simply get on with the program.
I don't understand what you're getting out of this. It sounds to me like you're just the middleman for someone else.
You think too much, my friend. This could prove to be a source of great personal discomfort for you in the near future.
So what's the plan? You make a call and rat one of the bangers out? Then the DRBs retaliate and so on and so forth until they wipe themselves out?
Pretty much.
What about innocent casualties? These thugs aren't exactly expert marksmen, and it's pretty hard to aim from the window of a moving car. What could be worth such a risk?
I won't discuss my motives with you. I hired you to do a job. Just do it.
I can get inside Derelict Row, but where can I find their weapon stash?
Look for an old concrete structure that is boarded up and condemned. I believe they stock their supplies right underneath it.
I need a more precise location on the target.
There's a small back alley known to the locals as Earl's Court. You can access Double T's building using the fire escape. He's in one of the apartments on the 4th floor.
So what is it I'm picking up, and where is it exactly?
There's a rather luxurious apartment complex on Grand River Road. In front of it, on the other side of the street, you'll see a door that leads to a maintenance corridor. In the first corner of that corridor, you will find a crossbow hidden amongst the trash and debris. Use it to kill Double T.
I guess that's it for now.
Alright, so we got that done, got some information on where we gotta go next. And so now, I guess let's just go back into... Is this really not letting me climb it? Am I just doing this wrong? Or what is it? Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, or maybe I'm supposed to get one of these. That would make sense. Yep. Okay. So let's go back into the police station. And then go out of it. And I guess we'll go to my apartment next. That would probably be the best course of action. Oh, jeez.
All the attacks.
An extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with him. Sympathies and
I'm
assure
really
him that
surprised he didn't see the guy that I knocked out. It's
my
okay.
people have worked hard.
As long as he doesn't, then I'm good.
I unequivocally.
Okay. So now let's just go back to my apartment and we'll see what we gotta do there. We're gonna meet Cassandra Reed at my apartment anyways. So we'll talk to her. And then we'll go do the mission objective. So yeah, as you can see, they put a bit of detail into actually making the city feel like a city. I mean, obviously, it's still blocked off. It's not completely open world, but there's a bit of exploration you can do. Okay, what does she want to say to
Have you found
us?
anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
So let's just complete the quest.
I've investigated all of Detective Chase's leads. You were right. Something was off with Megan's case.
So, what did you find?
An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first. I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good. So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure. Somebody's been hard at work covering up and destroying evidence related to this case. Somebody with power, who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.
Alright, yeah, so finished that quest with Cassandra Reed. Got some answers for myself as well, actually. That clearly something's
Where are you,
up.
Jensen? I haven't got all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
This guy.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
Alright, so this is Adam Jensen's apartment. There's a terminal here that we'll look into in just a minute. There's not a whole lot that we can really find here. Just some stuff. I mean, you can kind of see that Adam isn't really the most neat of people. Yet he still manages to have some guns laying around, and apparently was into some baseball. Maybe has some violent history with his parents. Anyways, I think the big things here are this. There's a terminal back there, but we'll get back to that in a second. Some rifle ammo. Some experience. Could always use that. Apparently, don't really like my face. What does it say? Call landlord. Replacement mirror again. So this is apparently a common thing. Probably not too happy that I had to get augmented. Not too happy with the way that I look. That's a shame. But anyways, let's go and complete our objective.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
Alright, so as you can see, definitely there's a lot more to the situation that we solved earlier than what we thought, but we kind of had an idea that that was probably going to be the case, but this is like some conclusive evidence on top of the fact that they tried to hide the body from us and everything. But guess we're going to Highland Park.
It's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an Antioch. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
Alright, so I guess we gotta do that first. We're gonna make sure our network is safe. Before that, let's hack our terminal at home. Because, I mean, we have the code for it, but it's so easy, you might as well get the experience from it. And what do you look at that? There is some supplies. So let's see if we move this around and drop that, we can pick up the armor piercing system. And this is for a pistol, and we're gonna combine it with the pistol that we have. Still probably not really gonna use it, but hey, we have it at least. Get some ammo, an automatic unlocking device, some ammo, an explosive, ammo, and some credit chips. Yep, and that's about it. I mean, there's clearly some other stuff there too, but we don't have the ability to take it. So let's just close that back up again. And as you can see, Jensen has 3 combat rifles just chilling in his room. Out of order. Yeah, don't think I can go anywhere else. That's okay. So let's go, I'd say, figure out our side mission first, and then we'll go do the main missions, or main mission rather, just so we can get some extra experience, because I feel like we're gonna be sent on another, like, I call it like instanced mission, but like another area for another mission. So might as well get as much as we can done
Jensen,
first.
I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue, Ezekiel. How cryptic.
That's near Seraph HQ. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Cholo.
Colo. No, man, it's Cholo.